Yeah, hey, how you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm on my 10 toes, nigga. I'm on the grind.
Back to our channel, already know it's your boy Shrimp.
It's your girl Zai.
And today we back with a
Motherfucking banger.
Who we got today, man? That one happened, man. Who we
Oh
got?
wait, this ain't that as happy as it should be. I shouldn't be that happy. My bad.
Yeah, you're right.
But y'all been requesting, so we doing the final 48 hours of King Von.
King Von, R.I.P.
R.I.P. to the big dog.
Alright, man. At the end of the day, though, man.
Let's tune in.
On November 6, 2020, King Von would be one of 5 people shot outside Monaco Hookah Lounge in
Hey,
Atlanta.
clearly.
fired at Sheik in Monaco.
Around 3:20 a.m., 2 groups of men began arguing outside, leading to gunfire. 2 off-duty police officers were working security at the establishment that night, and they too engaged in the shootout.
Whoa, hold on. I ain't hear about that.
I never knew that.
I never do it. I thought only Von got shot out there, too.
I didn't even know it was a shootout. I thought it was just shot and then everybody stopped what they were doing and make sure,
Right.
I didn't know it was like a
In security at the establishment that night, and they too engaged in the shootout. Because of this, a full investigation was conducted to see whether or not the Atlanta Police Department was involved in his death.
wouldn't be surprised.
Here's what they found retracing his steps for those last 48 hours.
Von, look, I break down the wood, I step with a pack, I drop me your boat, I'm pouring up.
On November 4th, 2020, King Von was in Atlanta, Georgia. He was celebrating the release of his Welcome to O-Block album that dropped just a few days prior. His career was peaking, and every day his music was being discovered by a new audience. There's no question he was about to be a superstar, but the biggest issue Von faced at that time was himself. See, King Von was from the infamous housing projects of Parkway Gardens on the south side of Chicago. Before ever stepping into a booth, he was already very active in the street life. He only decided to rap after beating a murder case in 2017. His reputation only made his music more real for listeners, leading to his blow-up just 1 year after that. But it's important to realize when someone lives a life the way Von did before fame, it can be hard to leave that mentality behind, even after...
Yeah.
I can see that when you been that's all you know, and it's like,
No matter how much money you get, you always gonna try to go back.
yeah, and it's like you have to like try to unlearn those bad habits that you had picked up. So it's a process.
a life the way Von did before fame, it can be hard to leave that mentality behind, even after finding a way out through music. Because of this, Von had no issue when it came to things like beefing with other rappers. While in Atlanta, an ongoing issue between King Von and rapper NBA Youngboy had been brewing for months. On November 4th, DJ Academics would invite Von onto his podcast to publicly speak about their issues. During the conversation, Von assured his fans that there was no real problem, and it was the internet just trying to make it more than what it was.
As always.
Yeah.
It's always like that.
That's why most of the
literally.
niggas probably beefing for real, the internet.
Bro.
It's he say, she say type shit.
And I feel like a lot of celebrities let the people get in their head too. So they go, oh, that person probably do feel that way towards me. Like, bitch, you weak.
And y'all,
ain't got no
and motherfuckers on
backbone.
the internet, y'all don't be hard for shit. Y'all be fake gangsters. Shut the fuck up, bro.
A lot of fake games,
Come on, bro.
I'm telling you.
His fans that there was no real problem, and it was the internet just trying to make it more than what it was, unknowing at the time that in under 48 hours, this would all come to an end.
Ain't no rap beef, and it ain't no real beef unless somebody got shot or something, or
You know
unless
what
somebody.
people told me? People told me you and Youngboy was beefing or something like that.
I know
You
they
said
was
something
saying
about
that a
it.
lot.
What happened, Von? What's going on with you, man?
They be saying that a lot. It's like we got the same interests and hoes, and then you know how the internet will try to make it.
Don't tell me I got problems over girls.
Oh, Von was talking to Janelle, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why he said we had the same interests as hoes, but it ain't nothing like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how the internet will try to make it.
Don't tell me I got problems over girls.
No, it's the internet, gang. It's the you know. They try.
All them be fucking with the same females though.
Yeah.
Y'all rappers, y'all know there's other type of females out there too, right? It's not y'all don't gotta fuck with the same.
I mean, it's for clout, exposure at this point.
Yeah, you gotta do, bro.
It's exposure. It's for exposure. There ain't no way all y'all tapping the same pussy. Ain't no way.
Problems over girls.
No, it's the internet, gang. It's the you know. They try to make it like that because it's the internet.
These issues have been escalating since a few months before, when pictures of King Von and NBA Youngboy's ex-girlfriend surfaced.
What's his name? Fredo Bang just popped out with what's the name?
Baby mama.
Yeah.
Hot boy. And what's the name? They switch bitches.
Oh yeah, Raw Youngin.
Yeah. It's like
unknown.
What point y'all trying to
From
prove?
that point forward, the two
They try to make it like that because it's the internet.
These issues have been escalating since a few months before, when pictures of King Von and NBA Youngboy's ex-girlfriend surfaced online. From that point forward, the two rappers made it known they didn't like each other through a series of social media posts. With two artists this large going back and forth,
Right.
it was only a matter of time before others got involved as well. One of those people would be Quando Rondo, an artist and friend of NBA Youngboy. Even though Von and Quando were cool at one point, now they weren't. And it just so happens Quando's from Savannah, Georgia, only a 4-hour drive from Atlanta.
I'm saying though, 63rd, dirty ass.
And is it Quando and Youngboy cousins? Do y'all say it or something?
I don't think they're cousins, but
They
they're on the
cool.
same team type shit. I mean, that's the thing though. Like, he was cool with Von, but then NBA not fucking with him. So he's like, God damn, what you gonna do? You feel me?
This sounds so fishy though. Now, like now listening, it sounds so fishy. That is something to think about. Both of them are on the rise. Both of them big ass fucking artists. Youngboy and King Von definitely off top was one of the biggest artists.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be so fucking weird if Atlanta Records set that shit up. To knock that nigga off the chart. To keep Youngboy up.
His Von was coming up fast.
That's what I'm saying.
Von, to be honest with y'all, I think Von would have been bigger than Dirk.
Yes, he was becoming bigger than Dirk.
I believe that shit.
Bro, his energy,
I believe that
everything.
shit.
Bro, let me be quiet for the CIA come to my door.
On November 5th, King Von woke up and gathered his entourage. This included himself, his manager, and 20-some others. Around 11 p.m., just 5 hours before his passing, they headed out to Opium nightclub. Von was set to make an appearance and promote his new project. He hopped into his bulletproof Hellcat, followed by 8 other cars filled with friends and associates. Around midnight, they
Oh,
arrived.
see, I didn't hear that.
Me
I was
either.
hearing the wrong news. I was hearing that he went there by himself or some shit. Like he got away from his boys and he went out there by himself and shit. That's what I heard. But damn, okay.
Followed by 8 other cars
all them people with him.
Yeah.
filled with friends and associates. Around midnight, they arrived. By this time, his manager was taking notice that something was off with Von that night. He couldn't put his finger on it, but he felt like he wasn't himself, almost like he knew. They stayed at Opium for a few hours where everyone appeared to be enjoying themselves. Fans would upload videos online of Von in the club, and from the looks of it, everything seemed normal. But these would be the last videos of King Von smiling we would see.
Hey, you know, that's all I love when this
That
see up
shit
there.
that shit hurt my
I just dropped that
heart.
on that woman, the woke block going crazy. I don't want to think about it, you know, going on.
Around 2 a.m., just 2 hours before his time of death, he gathered his crew and they left the venue. According to his manager, everybody thought they were headed back to the
That was his
Airbnb.
manager? What's his name? 100K?
Oh, him.
That was his manager?
I didn't even know that. He was managing some shit, okay?
Damn, okay.
He a
His crew
good
and they
ass
left the
manager.
venue.
Nah,
According
they-
to his manager,
I heard he got some flaws, boy.
Oh.
He got some flaws, boy. Jay Green was exposing his ass too.
Oh, I remember that. Okay, I remember that live.
it's 2 hours before his time of death. He gathered his crew and they left the
He married a
venue.
bit for paper.
According to his
That's what I heard.
manager, everybody thought they were headed back to the Airbnb. But somewhere on their way home, they lost track of Von's car. After realizing they lost him, they began calling his phone to see where he went, as it was very unlike him to leave without saying anything.
So
Okay, that's
already
the- okay,
confusion
that's the part.
already started. Because normally, if we got an after party or we got anything we're going to, we know as a team. Everybody know to be on point. You know what I'm saying? We're traveling with a real deal gangster, a real stepper. So everybody gonna know how to move. But from that night, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's got timing. I don't know what it was, but Von completely went on his own course.
His manager, and more importantly, his security, went with him everywhere. After calling, they found out he rerouted to an after-hours hookah lounge across town. A little before 3 a.m., Von pulled up to Monaco, but decided to wait in his car while the rest of his entourage was still on their way. About 15 minutes went by, Von still in his bulletproof vehicle staying warm. His manager, followed by 6 other cars, pulled up to the parking lot. He hopped in the car with Von, and once again he said he felt like he wasn't himself. They stayed in there while the rest of his entourage was wondering what was going on. It was a cold night, so they too decided to wait in their cars. After a few minutes of talking, his manager convinced Von it was time to go inside. He let his security team know he was ready to enter, so they did their normal checkup. Around 3:15 a.m., security went into the club and checked it out to make sure it was clear of any threats. With Von being a high-profile rapper, this was a standard procedure for them before entering any venue. They couldn't bring weapons in the club, so security left them in their cars. Right as they were about to walk in, one of Von's friends alerted him that Quando Rondo was in a car just a few feet away. It's unknown if Von got a tip from someone that night about Quando being at the club, or if it was just a coincidence that he rerouted his car to the exact location they would both be at. It's possible it just happened like that, but this could have also been the reason Von seemed up.
Damn.
Some people though, they be knowing when their time coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never want to know that feeling that I'm about to die. Oh my god, that's a scary feeling.
There was even a movie about that shit.
Yeah,
that
like
time shit. I forgot what it's called. Yeah.
It's like some people have a feeling that they about to go.
See how I make it? 3 followers.
Off. It's possible it just happened like that, but this could have also been the reason Von seemed off. Maybe he knew something no one else did. Normally Von was calm, collective, and soft-spoken. Living the life he lived back in Chicago, he knew how to handle these situations. But on this night, Von reacted before anyone could say or do anything. He immediately hopped out of his vehicle, jewelry on and all, not knowing if Quando was alone or if he too had people with him. Only a few moments later, the two would come face to face, and just like Von spoke about before, it was on sight. He threw punches at Quando even before words could be exchanged.
Damn.
Others rushed over as the fight broke out. What Von didn't know was the white vehicle Quando was standing next to had people from his crew inside. At 3:20 a.m., only a few seconds after the fight had started, a gunshot from only a few feet away went off, striking Von in his side and catching him completely off guard. You can see the gunman, who we now know as Lil Tim, coming out from behind the car and firing multiple shots. Von got hit 3 to 4 times, and his manager was also hit in the leg. The two off-duty police officers working security that night reacted immediately, and they too fired shots into the crowd.
Shots in the crowd?
That nigga just wanted to do some shit.
Come on, you don't know. First, you don't know who held the fucking gun, but you're just shooting in the crowd.
That's stupid, and that don't make no fucking sense. Like, I know a lot of niggas be like, oh, if you see your homeboy getting jumped, you see your homeboy getting beat up, that's a one-on-one. Let them niggas handle that shit out.
Or go fight. See, that's wrong.
Or jump the nigga. I prefer y'all would rather to jump him than to like see him like, you know. I don't know. That shit just
wrong with our
crazy.
generation, bro. We so quick to just shoot. We don't know how to fight no more, bro.
Exactly.
Well, y'all don't know how to fight no more, bro.
Exactly.
It's like, even nowadays, to be honest with y'all, like, today, I'll fight a nigga, but I'll be cautious as fuck, low key, cause like, niggas just gonna pull it out and just wet you up, and that's it. It's like,
yeah, you lose your life over bullshit, and they lose their life over bullshit. Now you in jail, stupid. When you could have just took an L.
Just like a couple weeks ago, when you told me about that, the lady in traffic, that nigga killed her.
Oh yeah.
He honked at her.
Yeah, he honked at her. She was going home, coming from work late at night. She was coming home. She had just told her people she on her way home from work. I guess she was driving too slow or something, and he honked at her, and she wouldn't never speed up, and he shot her in the head.
Just like that, boy.
Yeah, shot and drove. I'm like, what the fuck? And they still ain't find that nigga. I hope you see his
immediately, and they too fired shots into the crowd. But we can confirm now the shots that injured Von came from Quando's side and not the police officers. The police would hit 3 people in total, one of them being Lil Tim. Von laid in the street holding on to Quando until Muwop, one of Von's good friends, broke up the fight. At 3:23 a.m., there were injuries on both sides. Instead of waiting for ambulances, their crews drugged their wounded into cars and sped off to the emergency room.
You ain't supposed to move him though.
According to those in the vehicle with Von,
that would be my first reaction though.
Yeah, because
to grab him and go.
Yeah, because ambulance.
That motherfuckers be taking long as fuck, bro.
Bro, let me tell you, I was a crackhead outside our house, right? Remember that? Remember that? Early in the fucking morning, I told him to come get the lady, man. Cause
yeah, we called her like, bro, she out there
wilding,
screaming, talking to herself, walking down up in the road.
She kept saying somebody help her, but she high as shit. So
we ain't going out there.
I ain't going out. No one no call, no calling my door. Just go get her. These people can't.
Bro,
an hour later,
like an hour to come, dog.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
room. According to those in the vehicle with Vaughn, he was still conscious throughout the ride, even telling one of his friends to calm down that he was going to be okay. Around 3:32 a.m., just moments apart from each other, both crews would arrive at Grady Hospital, which was less than 10 minutes away. Quanah would start a live stream of himself helping Lil Tim inside the building to try and protect himself in case Vaughn's people ran up on him.
Come on, he's shot. Come on, Bit boy, you got the up. Come on, cuz, just keep breathing, Bit boy. Just keep breathing, cuz.
But this wouldn't happen, and nobody else was hurt after the initial conflict at the lounge. Unfortunately, though, just after 4 a.m., King Von, along with 2 others who were shot that night, would pass away to their wounds, taking his life and career far too soon. Lil Tim was arrested in Grady Hospital, where he was treated for his wounds before being taken into custody. He posted bail the same day and has since been awaiting trial for the murder of King Von.
Everybody got family, somebody related to him or somebody cool with him, you kill him. Now everybody that he was close with is trying to kill you. It's a never ending, or they gonna kill, let's kill somebody close to him. It don't stop. To everybody, all the people that playing the game, it's gone, you see what I'm saying? It's the last man standing. It's either you gonna be in jail, you gonna die.
Damn, bro, that shit.
Well, this was good. I ain't talking about the death, but
yeah, it was a good story. The way he told it, the videos. I'm still, by looking at it, I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? This shit should have never happened.
it's like some petty shit, right?
Exactly. Them niggas already confirmed that it was, Vontae was on site. He ain't even want this, bro. If he want to shoot, he would have shot him.
Yeah, on site. You feel me? He would have shot you right there. He didn't even shoot.
They knew what type of nigga Von was.
But then it was his homeboy fault. Lil, whatever his name is.
Lil Tim.
It was Lil Tim fault.
Now you gonna be wearing the shit bag in prison.
You know what I'm
Them
saying?
niggas gonna be poking holes in your shit.
I don't even think he outside. I don't think that nigga outside.
Hiding?
Yeah.
Bro, that
you
shit.
need to have a little dirt. I said a little dirt. What, King
Yeah,
Von just said?
that shit crazy, dog. Cause if your time don't come then, it's gonna come sooner or later. Like, that's how it is. Somebody in prison gonna get him.
Damn, dog. Alright, man.
At the end of the day, y'all.
At the end of the day, the man, that's what's up, man.
Make sure you like,
subscribe,
comment,
sure.
hit notification bell.
Cause you know what, baby.
Baby.
That's
Gang!